Have you ever wondered how everything at the Cheesecake Factory is actually made to order? Let me enlighten you, dear followers. So, I've talked before about how the Cheesecake Factory is actually a from scratch chain restaurant, and that's pretty darn impressive in that space already. Now, a day at the Cheesecake Factory starts around 5 in the morning when the opening kitchen manager, the prep team, and the steward gets there. Now, steward in other restaurants typically means like a busboy or dishwasher. However, with CCF, the steward is actually the guy who does the orders and puts away stock. And I know this because I worked the position for about half a year. And the steward works 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, putting stock away ordering from 5 a.m. until noon. And he works every other Sunday. So he only gets 2 days off a month, and he is dialed in with that inventory prep. Now, they get their main food deliveries 3 times a week. They get produce 4 times a week. And they get seafood 2 times a week. Did you know that they cut their own fish in-house too? There's a guy filleting salmon back there. Now, while orders come off the truck, the kitchen manager will write prep based off the volume of what they need for the weekend and trends based off of last year. Now, with the prep stations are broken down into the saucier, the oven cook, 2 production cooks, a slicer/portion cook, and a miscellaneous cook. And while all the roles vary, the sauce cook will make about 150 sauces because that's how many are needed on the line. However, he doesn't do that every single day. On a given day, you're probably going to work anywhere from a 6 to 10 hour shift in prep, and the sauce guy might make like 40 sauces a day. Something like a soy glaze or a honey or a marinade is good for a couple of days, 3 or 4 shelf life. The oven cook's list is a little more intense because he'll do more daily critical stuff like mashed potatoes, roasted vegetables, roasted chicken, all that stuff that needs to be done pretty much every day or every other day. Now, the production cooks, those two are the ones who roll the egg rolls, make the samosas, the buffalo blasts, make the fillings and the mixes, and they're doing that every single day. Avocado egg rolls, you might be rolling 200 egg rolls for a shift. Now, the slicer guy also portions product and makes sure everything weighs the appropriate amount for consistency amongst all the restaurants. And they'll slice meats, they'll slice vegetables, and they'll even slice cheese by hand. They come in these big blocks of cheese that they slice and grade daily. It doesn't even stop there. There's also a PM prep team that comes in at 4 o'clock all the way to midnight sometimes, dealing with night criticals such as sauces and mashed potatoes, keeping that on a rotation of every hour or two. There's also a protein prep cook at night that hand pounds chicken, hand breads chicken, portions out steaks, cuts medallions, cuts the fish. It's all done by hand by a person. And if you want to know more about the Cheesecake Factory or other restaurants I've worked at, drop a comment below.